Today I'd like to share with you an unboxing from Layle By Mail. This is a $300 order. I've taken everything out of its packages for ease of display, and we'll talk about how much this all cost and some good money saving tips for you, especially if you are shopping in Canada. So let's take everything out and have a look. Okay, so the first thing that I was most interested in getting were these idea books, and I've followed her channels and all of her videos, and you can see exactly everything that she creates. She gives all of her classes available for free. So what I'm really paying for here is the convenience of being able to flip through an idea book while I'm actually working on a project. And then I can just lay it open, and I don't really need a video to show me how to create these specific things, because I can just take inspiration from something like this. So if I don't really know what I want to journal about, I can use this as a reference book and go to the front pages, and it has all kinds of list topics for me to inspire me. And it also has samples of how Layle has made these type of lists. Her design team has some submissions in here as well, but basically it's a really good way to be able to create without having to flip through the videos. If you wanted to actually see the video to discover how she made something, it's simple enough as referring to the information that is on there. I think she even has advanced now more to have in future magazines a QR code that you can scan and then brings you right to the video, which is fantastic. But I don't really intend to go to the videos because it's very simplistic on how everything has been created. It's fun to watch her, and I enjoy that. And certainly I would have no problem listing with her and turning her videos on and just starting to create in my own space while she's making her things. So anyway, so that's why I wanted to get these books. I find her work to be really motivating, especially because it just makes it so within reach to be able to do a spread like this. It doesn't have to be chronological. It doesn't have to be the same theme, because the whole theme of the book is lists. So you can make lists about anything that you want, and it can be about something that you've done or something you enjoy or something that, like we just had an Easter dinner. I could just do the Easter menu. So it's something that I can look back on and say, wow, that's what we had for Easter dinner that day. In my case, it was Easter brunch, and it was also a birthday combination. For these books here, this is my first tip on how to save money. Layle had these idea books that were not quite perfect, and I didn't really know what to expect for that to mean. So I thought I'd share with you, because there was a discount on these books because they had a printing error, but for the most part, they're actually quite fine. And the printing error for this book that you probably didn't even notice was when I first got the book, these first 4 or 5 pages were flipped over and they were cut improperly. So there was like a little ridge there, and then they were flipped forward and folded. So, and they were stuck down. So all I did was cut and trim this off, put it back in place, and then tape the pages in order. So the only imperfection that I have is just this little line, and I mean that's perfectly acceptable. It isn't going to affect my ability to use these magazines, so I thought that that was good. And then this other book, I still haven't even figured out what's wrong with it. It's supposed to be discounted for some sort of flaw as well, but I don't know what the flaw is. because it looks perfect to me. The other one was definitely obvious what the flaw was, and maybe sometime I'll come upon a page that's got, I don't know, a little imperfection or a double print or something. But for the most part, everything is inspirational and perfect. This book is much thinner than the first book. So she has quite a few of these books. She has 4 or 5 volumes. I bought 1 and 3 because those were the ones that had discounted prices. And I thought this gives me a little bit of the variety from over the years and the progression of her types of lists. And still fairly current with this just being 2024. But like I said, I don't really need everything from the stuff that she's already done because I'm just using these as a jumping off point. So I did purchase some of her stamps. So just to let you know, the entire order, I spent $317 Canadian, and I ended up paying another $36. I don't know if it was a brokerage fee or a duty or an import fee, whatever it was. It wasn't just one and done, buy and goodbye. It was buy, and then when it was delivered, I was sent an additional bill. That was not completely unexpected. I know when you're spending that much money coming from the US that you're probably going to be paying additional costs. So here is what I chose and why. I really like the idea of her currently lists, and I know you could easily just write these things out, but it's the inspiration and even just the crispness of having the nice currently and then all of these different lists underneath. And so because of that, I actually bought the currently 2. So this is a list builder. This one has the 24 pieces and this one has 32. And then you can see here how I can use this to do a bunch of currently watching, reading, helping, making, seeing, focusing on, all that kind of stuff. Another thing that I got that I thought would be helpful in making my list is this really cute number list. I love that it is just one stamp and you get 5 numbers. That's very easy for me to use, and I love that you can break it up and you can have it spread out in a long wise if you want to do your numbers here and here, or you can keep it vertical and just do your numbers in a line, in a row. I like that they're off center. I like the font. So everything about this was a cute list building tool. And then there were some sets that I found that would be really good, like In the News and Glimmers, all of her different topics that she has specific stamp sets for. But because I loved this font so much, I thought I could just create In the News with this font, and it made it so much more variety that I could get out of the one set. And you can see the price is $26 US here on that one. For some reason there's a price tag. That was the only one I think that has a price on it. So I thought this would be a good set to customize my own lists, or to take ideas and inspirations from the book about other stamp sets that she has and just create my own lists. Like some of the things that she had was good and bad, or now and then. I think this will be a really nice stamp set for doing comparison lists like that. And then a couple of the lists that I really liked were these about last month. So I could see doing, and I'll show you when we get inside the Traveler's Notebook, I could see doing something very specific with this. I bought this for month in review. So I think it would be neat to have November, month in review 2026, and then everything I need is in a stamp. It's not all individual. You do also get the 12-month stamps, so the 1 through 12 to represent the numerical representation of each month. And I'm not sure if I will use those, but they're there if I need them. She has a really nice, in the About Last Month new set for this year. This isn't the most current one, but I liked this one better than the current year, so I decided to go ahead with this one. She does a new one every year, and I only need one for any of my years. And then this was another thing. I really like her handwriting or her printing, and I thought it would be nice to have something that represented Layle in her beautiful font that she writes in. And then it has a lot of fun things that you can create, my favorite things about, and you could do each month, spring, summer, fall, or this month, or you can have things I'm looking forward to, things I'd like to do over, things I'd like to try. So there's a lot of mileage that I can get out of this stamp set. And then one thing that I really loved were these stamps that she had. This is like another sort of money-saving idea. I absolutely adore this right here, this font that she has all of the months printed in. And I could have bought the whole set of stamps to represent each month of the year. But you know what that would have been? Like $300 for me, probably even more, to get that whole complete set. And I was thinking, you know, how much am I really going to use it? I'm much better off actually going and buying the stickers and buying this little journal that's in here. So I'll just talk about this, and then we'll talk about the book that I bought from her. So she also has this 365 new days, new chances. So if I wanted to do a month in review in this book, I could take the January, instead of having the stamp and creating this myself, it's already done in a notebook here. And then I can do a list for January, and I could do a month in review or about last month, January, using these stamps. And I could create a little snapshot of the important things that happened in that month. And so I thought for the price of this book and these stickers, I could get the same experience as those stamps that she has without having the deep investment of hundreds of dollars. So that was my thinking here. So I also bought this Traveler's Notebook because it was pink. It is one of her older versions, so it was only $21 for this Traveler's Notebook, but I just love the color pink. The reason why it's older is because it has these old form pockets where it's not the same kind that she's currently using, but I have some really nice designed notebooks with all these pockets where I have filled all the pages, and I really enjoy decorating a page cover here and then this pocket on the outside. So I'm going to be able to fill this up just fine, and I'm happy with the outside of the cover. This is a book that I just added in. I had this Traveler's Notebook from a previous crop that we went to, I think it was. No, actually, you know what this was from? This was from the SCT Sampler. One time they gave us a Traveler's Notebook in that. This is the one that I bought. And then this is the one that came in the book, and it's quite dramatically different in size. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you, and this that I thought would be really great for decorating these pages in the months, are these year in review. So if I just wanted to create a mini snapshot of the year, highlighting things from each month, I can use the set. So January, February, March, April. So here's the April pieces of ephemera. This was only $10 for this one. I could have bought her whole year in review pack that came with all kinds of papers and stickers and die cuts and everything that you need to create a year in review. But I thought if I just buy this book and this pack, it will basically give me the ability to do the same thing. And I can use these little die cuts to decorate the month. And so I will go through and just glue down some of the die cuts, and I'll highlight some of the things, like I'll pick the specific dates, and this was Easter weekend, and this was my daughter's birthday, and all that kind of stuff. I'll just highlight the big moments, and I could even put like photos on here. I could print things out and make a photo in here. So I thought this would be a really good way of capturing my year in review. It's just the two things that I need. I was already buying the Traveler's Notebook, so just adding these two items along with this supplementary stamp as well would give me the ability to create a year in review Traveler's Notebook at a fraction of the cost. And then the last thing that I purchased were some inks. Because I'm having a hard time finding like a supply of inks, I don't have a lot of access to be able to purchase this. I was already paying for shipping. I thought for the most part, these were $10 each. And for me to buy a single color on like Amazon.ca, for example, I'm looking at about $15 anyways. So this, at least I get the colors that I want, and the shipping and everything is already being paid for. So I might as well pick up some extra colors. I love pink. I have a couple of pinks already, and I thought these three would be a nice addition to the pinks that I already have. This Wild Honey looks like a newer sort of color. And then Carved Pumpkin, I think this is a type of orange that I will use frequently. So just adding to my ink collection, and that is everything that I purchased. So I'm looking forward to playing with this. If you would like to have a look and see of all the things that I am going to create, I can show you an example of one thing that I already made inspired by Layle, and that is, I fussy cut these little butterflies out. This book came from Archer and Olive, and I did start actually recovering the books that came in this Traveler's Notebook. The reason why I love Traveler's Notebook so much is because you can expand them inside, fill them up, and there's space for them to grow. Where if you have a solid notebook, you're more confined to how much you can put in it without it getting sort of misshapen. So here is an example of how I created these pages. I used Layle's method for how she covers books. She does a wonderful walkthrough. Like I said, all of her classes are free. This currently stamp is from Heidi Swap, and I did like a currently interested in, and I was starting to write down some of the things I was looking at by Layle By Mail before I put my order in. I'm going to go through and actually put all the things that I actually purchased, but I've been sort of creating in the style that Layle does, where you pick a background page, you put a paper over top with your list, and just decorate it with some pretty scrapbook papers, do a little stamp, and that is how that looks. This, I actually was just sitting still, or I didn't really have the ability to be at my desk. I'm just recovering from an injury, and because I was sitting still and I wanted to sort of make a list about what I was interested in the FabFitFun summer box, I just took the papers and stickers that I had on hand, and I made this little list, and I'm super happy with how that turned out. Customization day is Friday of this week, and so now when I go to customize, I can just open up my book. I've highlighted with a little dot the things that I'm thinking I might choose, and if not the thing that I've already picked from the list, at least I know what other ones I had my eye on from the customization choices. So that is how I've started using the listing ideas. And yeah, if you want to follow along for more and see how I put all these products to use, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again next time.